Stock ticker symbol INNL. Big move over here on the 13th. Obviously, we have not covered this stock before, and that's what we're doing right now. You guys are currently down 6%. I do want to point out one thing here. Back on December 29th of 2016, sure, if you guys follow the stock, you know that the stock just had a big beat down. Okay, but this is important right now, and let me explain to you why. So if we scroll back here all the way, I mean, we're already this is from 2014. So if we scroll back all the way there, you don't see that much trading right here between this area. No trading, actually. No trading at all. This is why this gives this stock that power to go right back up. There's nothing between here stopping this thing. There's no resistance levels or nothing. It just plows right back up. That's exactly what you've seen here. You drop back down, you recoil back up. That's why a lot of people play the dead cat bounce. Usually they look for that bounce, fairly shortly after that. And that was, 3 months ago. But hey, I mean, if you were in there, if you got in that day, right down there towards the bottom before it dropped off, you would have broken even now finally. Even though it was a long time. But that being said, I just want to kind of explain how that happens. Big drop, nothing in between, all the way back in the history of the chart. Yes, you can go back up to that level just as fast. We've seen that with many stocks actually last week that we took a look at. That being said, you got up to that level. That's going to be that resistance, 0167. I would say 0168 is probably going to be a actual level. There we go. 0168 is the exact level based off of a trade in 12/22/2016. You guys got up to that level, just couldn't break it. You guys came back down and made a new support at 125. So now, yes, you have trading between this area. I would watch for the $1.25 to hold. If it doesn't, you guys could trend back down to 83 cents. Watch for that buying to come in. The chart's starting to cool back down here. It could come down to $1.25 and bounce. I would look for a $1.25 bounce up to and past $1.68. My personal opinion on this. I'll hand it over to Joe. Maybe he could tell us why this thing dropped off.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different things on it. I would say, there's the last press release I'm looking over here was from a law firm that was basically, filing in regards to something to do with one of their medications or whatnot that were being tested or something. All right, so their last press release was on December 29th. It was Innocoll receives a refusal to file a letter from U.S. FDA for Innocoll. It's a HCI collagen matrix implants, a new drug application. So Innocoll, a global commercial stage specialty pharmaceutical company, on December 29th announced that it has received a refusal to file a letter from the United States Food and Drug Administration for its Exericol, the company's product candidate for treatment of post-surgical pain. Upon preliminary review, the FDA determined that the application, which was submitted in October 2016, was not sufficiently complete to permit a substantive review. In the refusal file letter, the FDA indicated, among other things, that Exericol should be characterized as a drug-device combination, which will require the company to submit additional information. The company will request a Type A meeting with the FDA to respond to several issues believed to be addressable to seek clarification of what information, if any, will be required. Additional details will be disclosed and further after discussions with the FDA. We expect to work with the FDA over the coming weeks to address, in an effort to address open issues and define a path forward for a successful refiling of our application at the earliest point in time, said Tony Zook, CEO of Innocoll. All right, so that was the latest press release, but I'm seeing some filings as well. Let me see if there's any updates on that. There's some threes, SG, DA. Yeah, I'm going to go to this February 23rd one. So, I can see it collapsing because of that. I guess they submitted, the thing to the FDA and it got denied because of the fact that the paperwork wasn't, completely thorough or something, whatever that
will
case
do
is.
it.
Yeah, so that's pretty much that. So that shot it down. And then they also got a notification from NASDAQ, I see over here, where they needed to be over the dollar, excuse me, the dollar for a consecutive of 10 days. They had 180 days to do so. And obviously, I mean, we were looking at it right now, it's already over that dollar. So obviously that's working out. I mean, there's obviously a lot of different things to go over within this time frame that I have. So if you want to continue doing some due diligence on this company, go right over to that INNL board on Investors Hangout and go right over to them filings, and you stop pulling them all up, because I mean, this just on February 14th, it was it was the SC13G and the 8K from the February 16th. I'm gonna pull that up really quick too, see if this says anything about the filings. No, that's about the NASDAQ thing. Okay. So, I mean, there's a lot of different things you obviously need to look at and take into consideration for why it dropped like that. And it's pretty much that. So if you have an opinion on the company, feel free to go over to that INNL board, share with the tens of thousands of like-minded investors that are using the site daily.
All right, $1.38. Watch for a bounce off of the $1.25. Buying should pick up then. All right, so you should, once you tap that $1.25, I would watch for it to start picking up with the volume and hopefully push you past the $1.68 resistance at $1.48 and $1.68 support at $1.25. We'll need to hold. If it doesn't hold and you guys start tapping that and it starts falling below that, you start seeing $1.20 come, $1.21, somewhere around there. $1.83 might end up coming. Could break that support line that it formed. We're going to be watching this one, INNL. If you follow the stock, I definitely encourage you to hit that like and subscribe button. We'd appreciate it very much to stay updated with this hot stock and all the others that we cover. If you have a hot stock you would like to share with us, head over to investorshangout.com/live.